What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is the Rogue Vet. Now, I've been waiting to make this video because I've had to count down the time because I can't make it until it's happened. And that is my 1-year review of owning the C7 Z51. Now, I want to just go over a couple things here, just kind of going over, my experiences with the car. I have a lot of stuff I want to talk about, so let's go ahead and hop straight into it, guys. All right, guys, so here it is. Here she is. It's been a full year of owning the C7 Corvette Z51, and I can't believe a full year has already passed. It's been crazy. Lots of stuff has happened in 2021, but I finally made it to a year, and I wanted to do a video just going over exactly how my experiences have been and just give y'all another review like I did before at my 6-month review. Okay, so first thing that I want to discuss is basically owning this car is like it's basically a dude magnet. Everybody wants to race me when I'm driving this thing, and everybody's always, turning heads and wants to take pictures, and they always see it. So anytime I'm driving in this car, anybody wants to race me, someone wants to take a picture, or someone looks and it just catches their eye and they just keep staring. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. It's bright red, looks good, sounds good. So, But anyway, guys, you can't blame it. It looks great, and that's one feature I think that I really like about owning this car. If you don't like a lot of attention and you don't want people looking at you or coming at you, this probably isn't the car for you, because you will be getting a lot of attention just driving around in something like this. So let's move on to our next thing. All right, now I really don't have a lot of bad things to say about the review. I've already kind of covered a bunch of other stuff in my other videos, but just to go over it, guys, I really like this car. I love this car. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to comment in the section below if you're interested in buying a C7 Corvette or a Corvette in general. I may be able to answer them for you if you just ask in the comments. But overall, I haven't had any issues whatsoever with this car. It drives really well. It doesn't have any issues with it. I don't have any issues with transmission or engine, nothing. Everything is really good, and I haven't had any complaints at all. Now, I will say that because of the rising gas prices with, this economy right now, it is about probably $50-ish to fill up from empty. I'd say anywhere, well, I live in Texas, so, I put 93, it's about $3 something a gallon. I'd say about maybe between $50 to $55 is how much it takes to fill it up. Now, I remember when I first got this car, and I remember when I was filling it up for like $38, $39, $40. So it has gone up, but what are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do. You just gotta own it. So now with the trunk here, because the 2014s, I think maybe the 15s as well, they don't have the little, automatic trunk catcher release thing to where, when you hit the button down at the bottom and it opens up, so it opens up perfectly fine, blah, blah, blah. You put your stuff in there. I think, don't correct me if I'm right, I don't know if on the new ones it has a button, or if it doesn't, I think when you drop it, it automatically catches, and then it will, automatically seal it. Now this one, if you don't put a lot of, force down on it, you think you got it and you didn't. So that's probably the only thing that I do not like about this car here, is when you close that hatch, you better make sure you got it and you slam it hard, because it will not close properly. So not something to make a deal breaker, but that's one thing that I have noticed, and it kind of gets annoying whenever you don't close it hard enough, but oh well. All right, I had to talk about this one though, because like I said, we're talking about everything good and bad as my 1-year review. Now for these wheels, I love the wheels, and I probably will get some new ones in the future. We just got to plan everything out. The only problem with these is, well, I just wouldn't say the wheel, it's easy to clean, but the brake pads are in these. I still need to change them. I think too, everyone's recommending the carbon ceramic brakes, I think, so that way there's not as much brake dust, because man, just driving around normal for a few days, this thing produces brake dust like I don't know what, and it gets so annoying because I have to clean the wheels really well, gets all over the calipers, and then all the dust comes back onto the side skirt on the side right here, and it's just I hate it. I hate it. But in due time we will get those changed, and everything has a plan. I'm on a budget, so I gotta kind of deal with what I have, but it's not terrible. I just hate doing it because I can already tell right now it's getting caked on with that brake dust. But anyway, all right, so one thing I do want to talk about, if you're a tall person or a heavier set person who's bigger, It will be kind of hard to fit in this thing because it is kind of cramped. My brother, he's 6'1", about maybe 200 pounds, 180 pounds, and he is very cramped in here. And when he rode with me the other day, yeah, you could tell he was a little uncomfortable. So me, I'm 150 pounds, 5'10", you know, normal size guy. I fit perfectly fine. Now, if you're trying to fit in here and you're bigger, that may be a little more difficult, but it's not impossible. But overall, I would say the interior of here is very good. I mean, look, you can just see all my carbon fiber that I've done inside the car. Very good. It does add to the look and the experience of the car. And if we close that there, that's kind of what it's going to look like there. Now, I have talked about the blind side over here on the side. That is annoying because I can't really see past the quarter window right there, but you really have to kind of just go over and be watching so you don't hit anybody when you're trying to merge lanes. But I mean, the overall driving experience of this car is great. Let's see, we'll dip down into the passenger side. I hardly ever get over here, but as you can see, oh, there's how it would look from the passenger side. And oh, it feels weird being over here. Let me close the door. So that's kind of what it's gonna look like here for the passenger, but still comfortable. Now, what would be a video without showing you under the engine bay? So let's go ahead and do that. We'll open this up. And talking about the engine, like I have before, like I said, I have not had any issues dealing with anything mechanical or anything like that. So this car, if you buy it, you know, you're not going to have any issues most of the time, I would assume, because they're just, you know, they're well made. It's Corvette. So I haven't had any. And as you can see, look, there's my beautiful ARH long tube headers there. But overall, guys, this thing has been well treated me right. If you're looking for a car and you've owned Mustangs, Camaros, Challengers in the past and you want something new, I say get a Corvette, because this one, as being a 2014, the first year of the C7, has treated me right. And like I said before, I haven't had any issues whatsoever with this car. It's been very well kept and it's treated me well, and it only has 20,000 miles on the clock. So basically, you know, it's basically just my weekend car right now. I do have another car and I try to drive it as much as I can given the weather and stuff, but you know, what you gonna do? All right, guys, so we're inside. As you can see, I have the doors closed. Let's go ahead and turn on the car. Hear that throaty V8 sound pop up. We'll just lower the windows a little bit. Hear it kind of run and start up. Let's give it a little rev. Oh yeah, that sounds so good. Like I said, guys, the seating position is great. The shifter, if you had a manual, it's just in the right spot, so you know you're not overextending your arms. Everything feels really good, and you know, I would say if you want a car, freaking get a Corvette. I can't stress that enough. Like I said, look, let's just take it for a little spin. We're just gonna drive around the lot here. Just do a little circle. You always get attention when driving this car. I just did a little circle there, just kind of show you something real quick. But let's see, we'll park it here. All right, guys, well, that's pretty much just my review. I just kind of wanted to go over a couple things talking about the car, my 1 year review. Everything is great, nothing's wrong with it. I highly recommend getting a Corvette if you are interested, and I know y'all would be, you know, interested in liking it too as well. So basically, that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you did enjoy the content on the channel. And I hope y'all will subscribe and follow me on all my other social medias. That way y'all can stay up to date with all the stuff that's going on in my car world here. So, all right, guys, this is the Rogue Vet. Y'all have an awesome day. Peace out.